For centuries, sailors faced a brutal choice: a treacherous 8,000-mile journey around the tip of South America, or an impossible dream. The dream of a shortcut, a waterway carved directly through the mountains and jungles of Central America. This is the story of that dream, and the almost unbelievable feat of engineering and sacrifice that made it real: the Panama Canal. The Isthmus of Panama was a formidable barrier of breathtaking natural beauty, standing in the way of global trade and travel. The first attempt in the 1880s was a French catastrophe, led by Ferdinand de Lesseps, the celebrated builder of the Suez Canal. He was a national hero, believing he could repeat his success in the Americas. The French plan was bold and, on paper, beautifully simple. They would carve a channel directly through the isthmus at sea level, just as they had done in the flat deserts of Suez. This grand vision was born of a fatal misunderstanding. Panama was not the dry, stable desert of Egypt. It was a tropical jungle of relentless rain and unstable earth. The Chagres River could become a raging, destructive torrent during the rainy season, flooding the excavation sites in moments. The greatest enemy was not the rock or the rain. It was an invisible one. The jungles were home to vast swarms of mosquitoes. Their hospitals were tragically designed, with bed legs placed in pans of water to keep insects from crawling up. These became perfect breeding grounds for yellow fever mosquitoes. The result was a catastrophe of human suffering. Workers fell ill by the thousands, with over 20,000 people losing their lives during the French attempt. By 1889, the French company went bankrupt, and the dream lay in ruins. The jungle began to reclaim the abandoned machinery and half-dug channel. Years later, a newly confident America, under President Theodore Roosevelt, took on the challenge. But they learned from the French failure. Their engineers devised a brilliant and audacious new plan. They wouldn't try to dig to sea level. Instead, they would build a bridge of water. They would dam the powerful Chagres River to create the largest man-made lake in the world. Then, they would use a series of giant locks to lift ships up from the ocean, across the lake, and back down to the ocean on the other side. But before they could move a single shovelful of dirt, they had to solve the problem that destroyed the French. The chief sanitary officer, Dr. William Gorgas, knew that mosquitoes were the real enemy. He launched one of the largest public health campaigns in history. His teams drained swamps, fumigated buildings, and installed sanitation systems across the entire canal zone. By eliminating the mosquito breeding grounds, he eradicated yellow fever and brought malaria under control. This medical victory was the single most important key to the canal's success. With the diseases contained, the immense task of construction began. It was the moonshot of its era. Thousands of workers used giant steam shovels to carve through the Culebra Cut. Moving millions of tons of earth and rock, they poured enough concrete to build a wall across the United States. They constructed massive steel lock gates, each weighing hundreds of tons, yet so perfectly balanced they could be moved by a small motor. The creation of Gatun Lake, the largest artificial body of water in the world, covered over 160 square miles, submerging entire forests and villages. After a decade of relentless work, on August 15, 1914, the first ship officially made the passage. The impossible dream had become a reality. The Panama Canal was more than just a feat of concrete and steel. It was a triumph of vision, of medicine, and of the incredible persistence of tens of thousands of workers. It stands today as one of the greatest works of craftsmanship and engineering in human history, a testament to the will to connect the world. If you enjoyed this look into an incredible secret history, please consider subscribing to NeuroNexus Earth to join us on our next journey.